First off, thanks for listening, tuning in. This is a unique situation for all of us, and with what's going on in our country, the recent happenings in Wisconsin, players, coaches came together, Dodgers, Giants, and feeling that to play tonight, to not play tonight, allowing us to use our platform, to use our voices, and to let the world know, the country know how sad, how frustrated, angered we all are. That looking at the world, the way the country is right now, people are being treated this way, people of color, and these conversations need to be had. And we open it up to questions for all of us, but we all feel aligned, Clayton, myself, Kenley, and everyone in that clubhouse.
First questions from Alana Rizzo. Go ahead, Alana.
Guys, thanks for taking the time to be with us in this moment. What were some of the conversations and decisions that went behind the result of not playing tonight? I know there were some lengthy conversations and discussions that you guys needed to have as a group to come to this conclusion.
Yeah, for me, I think no matter what, I wasn't going to play tonight just because I have to just stand by my guns here. Like Doc said, there's a lot going on in the world, and change needs to be made. I have to use my platform to at least get the ball rolling. And I talked to my teammates and told them how I felt, and they all were by my side. I couldn't ask for better teammates than what I have here, and I just appreciate everything that was said and everything that's been done so far.
Clayton, for you personally, I know that this is something that you have been very vocal about, supporting your teammates, uplifting your teammates, talking about these conversations that are difficult to have sometimes. What went behind your thought process today and being here right now?
Well, I think, more than anything, as a teammate of Mookie's, as a member of this team with Doc and George and Trav and Kenley and all these guys, as a white player on this team, is how can we show support? What's something tangible that we can do to help our black brothers on this team? And, once Mookie said that he wasn't going to play, that really started our conversation as a team, is what we can do to support that. We felt the best thing to do was to support that and not playing with him. And Mookie was great about saying, if you guys want to play, I support that. But we made a collective group decision to not play tonight, and to let our voices be heard for standing up for what we believe is right. And that's what it comes down to. We just wanted to do the right thing as a team. And I think the first step in that was by not playing tonight.
You mentioned doing the right thing and standing up for one another. Kenley, what are you hoping that this moment of solidarity with all of your teammates, what do you hope that this accomplishes, and what statement as a collective are you guys trying to put out there about you guys and about the Dodgers?
Well, the hope that we have is just, the world can come together as one piece, and love your neighbor, love everybody. All these, things that's happening as people as color, these stuff it stop, stop. And, what we like about, speaking for our guys and as a group, in the locker room, they all get it. It's gonna be, it needs to be a change. And from seeing, all the other guys, getting the message and, support, the black community to just, this needs to stop. We want to be loved in this country too. And, this is a beautiful country, man. I'm speaking from being, a guy from Kershaw and always watching in America. This is a beautiful country, and I just feel like, it's time now to have a change, because, all eyes in this world is on America, we just want to see that change, just make that statement here, and so the peace and love can come, and hopefully the whole world can come together as one.
Dave, you're in a unique position as an African-American man, as a first African-American manager in this organization, but also as a leader of men of all different races and creeds and colors and everything. How does a manager navigate in this situation, and how did you lead your team to be standing there with three of your superstars right now?
I think it's just letting them drive it. I think it's certainly about me, personal to me. When I knew my cousin got shot and killed, my father, who was one of the first black man in his high school and got many fights and threats. But I think as far as the meeting, it was just more of getting everyone together and sharing our thoughts. And like Mookie said, or Clayton said, everyone was given the right to whatever thought, idea they had. But collectively, ultimately, we came to the consensus that we shouldn't play today. And so I think that, to your earlier question, it's more of us kind of coming together as a group, the entire Dodger fan base, which has such great bandwidth to have these conversations, that we're baseball players. We love to play baseball. These guys are great at playing baseball, but it's, we talk a lot about the game's bigger than all of us, and no bigger issue than right now what's going on. It's not a political issue. I understand the election is coming up, but this is a human being issue, and we all need to be treated the same way. And a black man being shot 7 times in the back, we need to be better. That just can't happen.
I appreciate you for taking the time. Thank you.
Next question is for David Assay. Go ahead.
For you guys now, where do you go from here? Do you plan on not playing tomorrow? And how much impact do you think athletes have had today?
I'll go. I mean, I think as far as today goes, we've made a great statement as a team. I feel like we did the right thing for today. And as far as tomorrow goes, I think that's another conversation. We'll figure it out. But I believe, if Mookie plans on playing, I think we're going to play. And if it's a doubleheader, we'll figure that out as well. But for right now, I think the plan as a team is to play one game tomorrow.
How much of an impact do you feel athletes have had today to raise awareness, to try to create some sort of tangible change?
I think we've done a great job. Obviously, we've taken our stands and done some things as far as just bringing awareness, but I think there's got to be more action as far as getting involved. I think there's got to be some ways. I'm not exactly sure how with everybody in their sports that they have to take care of, but I think there's got to be some way to put in programs or just to teach the kids now how to handle situations when they arise, because that's where the change is going to be made. It is with the kids, not with the people that are grown already.
Thank you.
Next question is for Mario Castillo. Go ahead.
Hey, Mookie, you mentioned you plan on not playing tonight regardless. I'm just wondering what your day was like. I'm sure you saw what the Bucks did, and did you have conversations with players around the league, friends of yours, family? How did that decision come to be?
Some family. I talked with some family, and once I got here, I think I was going about my day, and then as I just kept, sending texts back and forth to the family, I just kind of realized that it's probably best I take I don't play. Like I said, I talked to these guys, and I was fully on board. If they play, I'm going to be their brother and be the first one on the steps cheering them on. But I think in my shoes, I couldn't play.
Thank you.
Next question is for JP Hornsberg. Go ahead, JP.
Hey guys, I'm just curious how much conversation there was with the Giants, and if you were able to feel out their sentiment as well as making your own decision not to play.
Yeah, this was a collective thing. We felt like once we talked within our team and things like that, and talked with Mookie and Trav and George and Doc about what they thought about the situation, and the rest of us just tried to decide how to best support that. Is really what it came down to. And the Giants were the same way, trying to figure out the best way to support their teammates, and came to it as a collective effort. We had a few different discussions with other players on the Giants, and it was definitely a collective effort tonight.
And I think the thing is that Clayton said it best. For black athletes right now to make a stand and choose not to play tonight is one thing. But black people have been fighting this fight for centuries. And for the white brothers to come in and support the black men in this game is much more powerful. And we did talk to the Giants as well, and they were in lockstep with our thoughts. And Mookie, myself, George, Kenley had their own thoughts of what they were going to do. But for our brothers, our teammates, to support us as well, that just took this over the top, and that's where we're trying to get to and get everyone together.
We found out that this game was going to be postponed a little less than an hour before first pitch, scheduled for right about now. I'm just wondering how quickly you guys kind of came to that decision on your own.
There's a lot of, it wasn't easy, and nor should it be. There was a lot of conversations. There was a lot of one-off conversations, a lot of emotional conversations between all of us, and trying to figure out what best way we could use this platform that we're also fortunate to have. So there's a lot of some logistics, but the bottom line is that ultimately we all came together and felt that we were not going to play tonight. So that took some time, and I think that you had to hear everybody, and it was some really good conversations.
Next question is from Kerry Osborne. Go ahead, Kerry. Another question from Jorge. Go ahead.
Dave, just more logistical. Is your expectation that you have to make this game up? Do you know tomorrow? Will it be? I know you guys haven't decided on whether you play tomorrow, but logistically, do you know what's next when it comes to this game today?
No, we don't. And I think that the thing is that the number one priority was we all collectively came together and felt today we weren't going to play, and we needed to make a statement. And we'll deal with tomorrow.
And Mookie, just back to you. We're talking a lot about how, Dave mentioned, the white players coming in and supporting, what your decision. What does that mean to you?
Everything is because it's going to take all of us to make change. Like Doc said, black people have been fighting this fight for centuries. And so, we haven't gotten anywhere. And so I think just having the white players, people in general, to help push it, I think change can be made, but it's going to take all of us, not just one group of people.
Thank you.
Another question from Luana. Go ahead, Luana. Go ahead, Luana.
Dave, I'm just wondering if, as a collective, your group of men, your group of players decided to play, it puts you in an interesting position. Would you have elected to sit out and have Bob manage, or would you have managed this game anyway?
I was going to sit out. I was going to sit out this game, and I know that Mark Walter and ownership and front office were 100% supportive of my decision, George's decision, George Lombard's potentially, and Travis Smith, our strength and conditioning coach as well. So I had the support, Mookie, the support of the entire organization and the players, which I'm just very grateful for.
Appreciate your honesty. Thank you for your time.
Got a question from Bill Flashley. Go ahead, Bill.
Yeah, other players and other teams have chosen to sit out today, and yet their teams have not backed them. Their teams are on the field. What does this say about the power and the unity of the Dodger clubhouse?
Yeah, Bill, that's a hard one to speak to as far as, because I think that where things came out, the East Coast games and other players, yeah, that are choosing to sit out, but they're playing. I don't think we can speak to that, Bill, but I do know from ownership on down, they're supportive of whatever decision we made collectively. And to be a part of this organization to support that, we all understand that it's bigger than baseball, and it's a human issue and systemic problem that we all understand should be at the forefront of our thoughts.
I have time for one more. Go ahead, Bob.
Yes, everybody realizes what April 15th, 1947 means, particularly with the Dodger organization. Have you had a chance to reflect what this day will mean? You think this will be historic, that people will remember this day for a long, long time?
I mean, you know, I think hopefully this day is remembered because it's the first step to change. You know, so I know I'll always remember it. You know, I think, like I said, hopefully it's the first step to change. And I think as I know for me, I feel a lot. I was already tight with everybody in the clubhouse, but now that I know everybody has my back even more than I already thought means a lot. And so, like, I always remember this day and I always remember this team just having my back, and you know, just this organization has been nothing but amazing.
And at the end of the day, for me, it's just how you love people well. And I think that's what I keep coming back to is, you know, what some of our black teammates, some of the black players around the league, some of the things that they've been through, I'll never understand. And it's just trying to figure out how to support them the best way possible. And I don't have the right answer, but for tonight, I feel like the right answer for us, for myself as a white man, was to sit out with them. And I think that's ultimately what we're going to have to do is just continue to listen to them and then try to figure out the best way to love people well with that.
And does this day happen with baseball-wise without the Brewers, or you think teams might have still decided to do this if the Brewers hadn't gone first?
That's each individual situation. Obviously, the NBA started it, and then the Brewers, it was obviously close to home for them, and then the Reds. But this is a decision that our clubhouse, we talked about internally, and obviously brought it to the Giants, and they talked about it internally, and the decision we made collectively as the Dodgers. So, but we certainly applaud what they did and respect it.